I don't usually comment on the videos of other YouTubers, and to be honest in this case I use that term in the loosest way possible, but something caught my attention the other day and I just had to say something. There's a channel I subscribe to by Scimandan, where he regularly comments on videos published by conspiracy theorists and flat earthers, tearing them to pieces with commonly known science and facts in his themed playlists, Tinfoil Tuesdays and Flat Earth Fridays. And it's generally startling how many people there are out there who not only believe in the most outlandish garbage, but thanks to the medium YouTube, they're getting revenue from it. Hopefully not much, as they'll only see that small income as some sort of validation. This past Friday, Dan looked at a video published by high-rise crane operator Level Earth Observer, who constantly and comprehensively demonstrates his inability to grasp even the most basic of scientific concepts, and does so without offering the tiniest iota of counter-evidence to back up his incredulity. After watching Friday's episode, my interest was piqued. Imagine my delight when I found that LEO had uploaded a new video a few hours previously, entitled simply, "I've never seen this before." Now, that title should give you enough of a clue as to the level of ego we're dealing with here, and the commentary over the video just reinforces that level. For clarity, the footage he's just stumbled across was taken by the Japanese Kaguya spacecraft in polar orbit around the moon. By polar orbit, I mean it's literally traversing the poles of the moon, heading from north to south vertically instead of the more widely known horizontal trajectory. The ship-mounted camera is also facing backwards, and the craft was travelling under the moon at the time, making the Earth theoretically upside down to the expected norm, even though it's universally accepted that there's no up in space, another concept flurfers have a really hard time dealing with. So upon finding this footage, Level Earth Observer starts setting about discrediting this footage by criticising the footage without any evidence.
The Earth comes into view from the Kaguya's HDTV telephoto camera.
Now naturally they need to bring in some soft Japanese traditional music here, again to get you to relax, hoping that you might accept this tosh on your screen as somehow reality. Even though it looks ridiculous, the moon is a reflection of the graphics of 13 years ago, which is when this footage is from, and of course the Earth itself we know is scientifically impossible anyway.
Honestly, this is all he has, this is all he does. The only method he employs to disprove anything is just to ridicule it, or a particular person like Professor Brian Cox, in the way that an insecure school bully would.
Forces of nature.
Yeah.
So in what areas, what are you looking at?
Well, the idea is that if you look at the world that we see, so you know, the green leaves, the blue sky, spherical planets.
Hang on, Brian, I've got to stop you there pretty much immediately. I do lots of observations, my dear man. I've never seen spherical planets. I've got a powerful camera and a half-decent telescope, but I've never seen spherical planets.
We feel living is a very special thing, but it's a property of matter, of this stuff. You know, the Earth was once just a dead world when it formed, 4.5 billion years ago, and at some point that matter came along.
Can you prove anything you've just said there? No, of course you can. You're saying it in such a matter-of-fact manner. You've got absolutely no evidence to back that claim. Brian, you're a moron, mate.
His incredulity to this video seems to be twofold. First, he clearly can't understand what he's seeing, but he also mentions that because he hasn't seen this video before, it means it's been hidden by YouTube.
No wonder I haven't seen this before. YouTube's kind of hidden this one over the last 6-7 years for a good reason. Dear oh dear.
That is some Greek god level arrogance on display there. This footage has been on YouTube for years, as well as plenty of other videos just like it. It's been seen and enjoyed by thousands of people, but because he hasn't seen it before, that means it was hidden by the Illuminati who run YouTube, or something. And I think that's the thing with Elio. He's found something he doesn't understand and feels insecure about his lack of understanding. But instead of engaging in proper research to broaden his horizons and expand his general knowledge about the world around him, he seeks validation by attempting to belittle the endeavours and accomplishments of others. He really is emulating the actions of a school bully, punching the smart kid in the arm and then waiting for the applause from the like-minded around him. That said, he's not alone in this methodology. Sticking to your guns despite the world of knowledge that is freely available that can disprove everything you're claiming is a raison d'etre of the Flat Earth movement. The evidence is there, they just don't want to admit they're wrong. Thing is, I'm not sure that the people around him, as in his subscribers, are really on his side. See, his videos are uneducated garbage, clutching at straws and throwing out ad hominem like it's going out of fashion. There's nothing to back up his claims, so he just makes himself look ridiculous. And the vast majority of supportive comments, I'll wager, are put there ironically, just to give him artificial validation so he'll continue to make videos. That's probably why his subscriber count is just over 7,000, 99.9% of which I can guarantee are just there for shits and giggles, because there is absolutely nothing of value on this channel apart from the natural comedy that comes from his hilarious ignorance. So if you stumble across this video, Level Earth Observer, can I offer some gentle advice? Stop making these videos and instead invest in a high storage GoPro camera, mount it in your crane and make time-lapse videos of your day's work, then post them instead. They'll be interesting, informative and real, completely different from what you're putting out at the moment.